It's Gurley power. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run there by Gurley, 59 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The numbers for Miller in last week's ball game. 14 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. On the defensive side of the ball, the starters for Los Angeles. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Wentz. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. On first down, it's Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's gone. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Wide open receiver complete. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Wentz now to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff flushed out right. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Lamar Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right. So
they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
3rd and 2. Goff escaping the pressure right. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He gets it to Cooks. We'll call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Wentz throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz going to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started out on the West Coast in Oakland. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Cole Beasley, a touchdown reception. From there, let's make the trek down to Southern California as we check on the Chargers at home in Carson. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Travis Benjamin, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
No, check that. We're on line 52 right here. It's our time.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And down to the 19-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Goff's throw taken in by Reynolds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Jackson. And some space here. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Here's Wentz to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive lineman?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Eagles 19, Rams 14.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that one's complete to Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he will have a first down here, but I have a feeling it's not going to be for long. They're already walking backwards. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jackson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Right back to Sanders on first down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He's got Burton here. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Now Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Goff and the Rams down by 12. A minute 35 to go. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Derek Barnett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Goff. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now Goff. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game, and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Philadelphia, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for L.A.,